your best choice.
Meaning what?
Meaning, look here. When you want to build a house, you should count the costs.
Meaning what?
Meaning, when I decided to put my life on the line with the great sons and daughters of Nimba to liberate themselves from the yoke of oppression, from the oppressive and diabolical regime, we were prepared for any eventuality. I'm glad that we are free. We are totally free. We were marked for total extermination, destruction of Nimba and the people. Now we are free. So whoever want to bring World Crown Code to hell with you, go and bring it. I'm prepared to face the music.
Now,
don't stop embarrassing me. Go and bring it.
Okay.
Don't fool all the day with pray. All the day are coming. Go there, they already prepared for you.
Senator Johnson, in the process of the liberation of your county, most of those people calling for the establishment of war crime code feel that you committed war crimes.
Listen to me, against humanity. Daily violent killing people, and Nimba County is declared a dangerous zone. Magibi dangerous zone, Maserati dangerous zone. Why can't we keep our dirty mouth closed for war crime code and think about how we will save our people? We are fighting in Monrovia here, talking about 2 months salary for the civil servants. We are talking about material and incentives for other medical workers, health workers. We are worrying about our people. You leave this war crime code because it will never come to this country. Listen to me.
Senator, are you aware?
I will close it now.
No, sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to close it because you are a journalist and you ask it. I said you are. I do not know how to classify you. Listen to me. I went to Japan, Tokyo. I went to Japan with Wale Duna and 2 other senators. That's about 2006. We went there to attend a conference of many major organizations from the world that organized the Rome Statute. The Rome Statute is the one that established the Hague that Taylor went to. Now, we discussed and brought that Rome Statute home to Liberia, and it was ratified by the Liberian legislature in 2007. In 2007, we established the Rome Statute, meaning Liberia is a member of the Hague. But our war was fought from 1989 to 2003. So the Rome Statute was ratified in 2006 or 2007. That means Liberia is not on the agenda of the Hague. Liberia is not part of the War Crime Code. It will never be because our war ended long before the War Crime Code was ratified by the Liberian legislature. So if you don't know this, let me tell you, that is what is happening.
No, Senator, those who are advocating for the establishment of the War Crimes Code, are they connoisseurs of what you just explained?
People who go around, those are ballot-driven people who go around advocating for War Crime Code. But I am telling you, as the most senior official from Nimba County and the father of Nimba County, there will be no War Crime Code in Liberia. The president of Liberia has no power to bring it because our war ended a long time before Liberia ratified the Rome Statute that established the War Crime Code. So there's no War Crime Code. Those who are talking, they are ignorant people who do not know what to say or what to do.
If this is true and the War Crimes Code will never come, why do your supporters allegedly attack those who are advocating?
You are a Nimba boy sitting down there, then you are very stupid as a journalist. Because if we didn't fight to liberate our country, you would have been dead. Your father and your mother would have been dead. You would have no country to be to. You would have no radio station called Nimba County Radio. So we fought to keep our people alive. Do you remember that they went to Lutheran Church and massacred people in Lutheran Church? Are you aware, you damn stupid journalist, that they brought 300 billion?
Senator, you can read insult. Senator, no, don't re-insult.
We are talking about virus killing people.
Yeah,
but you were aware, you damn stupid journalist, that they brought 300 billion.
Senator, you can re-insult. Senator, no, don't re-insult. Senator, no, don't re-insult.
We are in the Lutheran Church and massacre people in Lutheran Church. Are you aware, you damn stupid journalist, that they brought 300 billion?
Senator, you can re-insult. Senator, no, don't re-insult.
We are talking about virus killing people.
Yeah,
and
but
you're waking me up with prior knowledge.
Yeah,
I'm sleeping in my bed.
No,
You're waking me up.
Nimba is accusing you of your supporter.
Is a dog.
Yes,
the son of Nimba is a dog, because if I tell my dog can't go, it go. But that one is worse than a dog.
Senator,
we should be talking about the virus.
Senator, please calm down. Please avoid profanity.
Wash your hands.
Please avoid profanity.
Your nose so you can't get a disease. Because if you bring water and cold, this and look, Jesus went to the temple and turn the table order down and flog the people. So I will be flogging you now with my mouth. I'm tired with you. You want water and cold, bring it. We are prepared.
Not me. No,
but you are one of the advocates.
No, but you know, for ABC journalism, we have to consult you as well, because somebody just dropped on the line. Somebody just dropped the line. Yeah, leveling grave allegation that your supporters are tagging. So we have to consult you.
You know, Petro, they carry water into boil the whole of and Boeing Quilla. We intercepted those things and got rid of them. We fought for freedom, my friend. Nelson Mandela fought for freedom. Che Guevara fought for freedom. Everybody that were oppressed fought for freedom. Freedom. And you know what happened? You're not a small boy. Then you sit down in that dance station calling me from my bedroom this morning, waking me up to work.
It's because somebody level grave allegation against you.
You should call me if you really wanted an attentive comment from me. You should have informed me. Papi, tomorrow I will call you in the morning for you to make a comment on what somebody has said.
Yeah, but Senator,
but now you don't just call me from my bedroom. Now you're damn equal. I'm a leader of the people.
Yeah, that's
stupid. I want to be irresponsible.
That's innocent.
You want to know who joined the damn list. You're not a journalist.
No, Senator, you can't re-insult. Senator, you can't re-insult. You can't continue re-insult. No, we have to consult you because somebody level grave allegation against you, Senator. So probably the next time we'll not consult you, because if we don't,
the right of our serving police continue to be violated by the Liberia National Police. And we are also calling your attention to ensure that protections of the right of these peaceful Liberians. We are considering the commission of the LMP, Colonel Gregory Common, to stay clear the matter and warn LMP officers to desist from intimidating, harassing, and interfering with agents of the Executive Protection Service, EPS, as we will not continue to allow such maltreatment from the LMP. Through this communication, we are giving the LMP, the Liberia National Police, 72 hours to release our police. We believe that our rights to implement due process of law and basic human rights have all been violated by the new administration of the EPS headed by Director Saint Gay. And we are therefore seeking your timely intervention into this matter.
Can you get out to it?
While we remain law-abiding and look forward to your prompt intervention into this matter, we wish to state our right to survival and that of our family rights our family rights and dependent are critical in this state. I thank you.
They say the king will rescue or the king will kill us slowly.
There's some of us, we have 10 children, no husband, to even help us to sustain our children. That on the side what we're sending, that Susu can help us to pay our rent, to pay our children's school fee. But the government, people come here around, they tell us that we should leave the sidewalk. And once of the Pacific area, they sort of be careful with. The water side, the poo water running from China Bay. They're not putting effort to clear the poo. Yeah, beyond Central Bay, or in the car road, the necklace, and not in the crack, on the car road. They're all the ferret necklace, they can occupy the car road. The government not see that one. But with the innocent people, why we know our job facility, our children all the house in college. Now the business we doing to sustain our children. Just like Boakai can no care and they can no rescue. What they say we should fight for our children future. They don't want our children future. They can no damage our children future. If they love the citizen and they don't want riot, police or soldier, nobody can stop us. Because now where we get our daily bread from? None of the brown men, they're not supporting children with their mother, with their husband, with their everything in the home. There's some of us who are not educated at the business backing us. So when they temper around us, they will pull. Some of us will not offer our weapon. We're going to medicine man. Was when you come into our market, we'll plan your eye. We will cripple you. Baba signal will whistle on you. Because we fell out with that nonsense in their country. Yeah? You say I can rescue you, they want to kill or slow them. I can't do that. So security, they keep my police, they keep me around with selling police, they keep not get all awareness. For now until the 7, they want to see you on the street. That's it, but you don't get nobody job facility. And on the street, the people from the federal office, they can come by our son. And what people making in it. Yeah? And that blessing will not belonging in market. Now along the street, and that market will say going in a general market. Say la bureau phone all over the world, the great America, they sat on the street. Africa, they sat on the street. That they la bureau. Why can improve that they want to suppress up on the street?
I have been working for the past 6 years with your government, and we are caretaker. We are the one that's doing the cleaning all and thing. Since Joseph Boakai for the past 6 years, since Joseph Boakai took over for the past 3 months, they be demanding us to come to work every day. For me, I pay $450 to where I live to come here and $450 to go back. Every day they will take listing for oil and carry. But I was surprised yesterday, the minister called and she want to have a meeting with us. So we got there, Paulina came, and Paulina said there is no budget for us. She's not going to pay us, and she put it all down. Maybe when she get money the 15th or next month, she will pay us. But everybody that work on a job, we are government, she will put everybody down, and that's what she did. So we got angry, we went to the marshal in group. 730 persons. Paulina, she said, Joe, we have put her father down when you were working. So anybody that work on a job, we are redeemed. That job, we have put that she will put them down. Paulina cried to her. So therefore, she came and said, she's not working with us again, and she didn't pay us. So I saw that we work in this government for the past 6 years. And then for the 3 months that Joseph Boakai got there, we've been working early in the morning, we can't early in the morning, can't work. We have been working for the past 6 months. So they should get our pay so that we can go and sit down. That she left, so we should go and sit down and wait for the 15th. And I'm telling the Liberian government, I'm telling Boakai, Joseph Boakai, I said Joseph Boakai, and I'm always talking to the senator, representatives that we elected you, we voted for you. We are single mother, we call you. We voted for you in the house. You're sitting there. Paulina play with us. And Paulina play with us. She will get it wrong for herself. She will get it wrong. Paulina, the small child. She running. She know how to have. She baby. If you want to take off anywhere, pay us. We'll go and sit down. But you can't come and tell all people that we're on to wear government. Are we not Liberian? Are we not Liberian? That you taking bread from our table, taking food from our mouth because of your we are. Please, our senator, you get called back. Our senator in the house, you please talk for us. You say you are going to talk for the women. That's what Paulina is doing to us. She's taking prayer from our mom. We will be marching. I got group. We all will be going to the marshal in black. We will walk to the marshal and we'll point tire. And they will kill all the way they keep putting in your let they kill us. Because that's why they keep for the kill. They say they came to rescue. But they never came to rescue or they came to kill us. We will march to the marshal, everybody going to wear black. Everybody that wear with minister of state that they put down, I've been saying they will wear black. We'll go to the marshal, we'll put tire, we'll point it, we'll walk to the marshal. The liar they get there, the information director, the information minister is a black liar. The people came to steal. He came outside when he saw us. He stood up, he said, your boats are coming to Podina, coming back. He never came back. He just left on the only thing they did, they called the police are shoving us all over the place. So if they will kill us, they must be ready to kill us on money. We are Liberian. We work and we earn our own money.
These things could happen behind the scenes. So I supported Joseph Boakai, knowing that by 2023 he'll be tired. Okay. Knowing that 2023 he'll be tired, he could have a good heart, everything good, but the brain is going down. You're not holding the end, you're moving down the hill. This is nature. My father, right now, I buy him paper. Every day I gotta buy a paper. There's a man who bought me paper before. Mm-hmm. I'm buying paper now because the time has reached. So I thought the old man could be president in 2017 and run for this. And he himself said, he said, when you win, you run for one term. He himself said it. I agree with him. 2023, no, I disagree. In my mind, he should rest, find somebody else.
They bring her to go steal to the mainland store.
So the man wanted for you to go steal from the web post store.
Yeah. He said, I'm joining to go steal to the web mainland store to get money into the store. They will go take it from there. I said, my man, I'm only bad for the same lecture.
Then how can the police catch you now?
The police before the man called me back. Now on the 18th, they more.
The same man now?
Yeah, the same man.
The same man who want for you to go steal?
Yeah, he called me on the 18th.
Yeah.
Now in the night, around about 8:30, the man called me. He said, oh, my man, I'll let you be there and call you back again.
So that time you go to work?
I go to work. I go to work.
It's different working place, you come to the man?
Yeah, I'm from to my working area to Clarence to now go to the man.
To go steal now?
No, I'm not go steal. I go steal. I mean, I go to yeah. I secretly man say man go steal. You question me, man. The thing you want for me to explain for you to understand, yeah. Then still questioning me, doubling the question. How many talk clear now?
Okay, let's go now. I break it, sorry.
I see.
When they call you in the net now.
When the man call me in the net,
yeah.
He asked me, say, how many of you are working to the area? I say, we are 3.
He told the message, you're 3.
Yeah. So he said, I want to give you tea to carry to
the message, you want to give you what tea?
Tea. Have milk tea.
Oh, milk tea?
Yeah.
For you to drink?
With bread.
The bread.
3 pieces of fruit bread.
The egg is that?
You eat my butter. So when I carry it to the main, say carry it to the main. When you give it to the main, then you come back to the car.
So the food make you now, you carry that so you can go convince your friend now.
Yeah. When I give it to the main, the main say thank you. I say okay. The main say, oh, where you going now? I say, oh, I'm going right here. So one of my friends called me.
And the same man going to now.
Yeah, the same man.
The man say one for you to go steal.
No, yeah. So when I go to the man, he say clean the car. Then there are 2 now.
In the Jeep.
Then there are 2.
A big Jeep.
Yeah. Black BG, photo G. Yeah. So when I clean the car now,
air condition all is that?
No. Papa, you can't wait for me to spin now. I'll leave the water now. You can judge people.
I'm just asking you a question, sorry.
You can judge people that can come here.
No, I'm a journalist. I beg you, sorry.
The way you talk in the question, do I say when I move from here I'll free? Do I say when I move from here I'll free? You said one talk again. I wanted to mean it. Who talk clear to you, but you talk in the question. Hi, looking. Then you want force and no more word there again. Why not be looking to the talk? I'm not going to talk again. And said they call me to the office. I go explain.
I think you explain to me that you come to get paid. You say you carry tea to the man. After you carry tea to the man, you come now. So what next now?
And for me, I'll not there.
Nobody you getting there. You say asking you too much question. Hey, there's people say make egg and bread. You bring it. Okay, sorry. Now I say sorry now. Okay, sorry.
If you
I will not ask you the question again. Okay, sorry.
When I give you answer now, then do.
Okay. Explain again. I'm not asking you no more question again. Okay, let's go now.
Go to school. The English say I need the English.
Okay, sorry. Sorry.
See, Ali, you take time. You take time.
I'm taking time. Okay, sorry. Okay.
Take time
To explain. Okay.
Now people will use electronic and print media. They use every means to promulgate dirty propaganda. So they take advantage of that and they spread their own dirty propaganda to outpower us, to outsmart us, to dirty us around the world. So investors cannot come here because you want to come. They'll be afraid. That's their intention, not to allow investors to come. So they do all kinds of things to destroy this government image. That's what I know. Because this government cannot involve itself in killing people. President George Weah, when he became president, he opened a church.
In more recent time, and just over the weekend, Ambassador Joseph Boakai made a statement that people shouldn't take men's job and give it to boys. He's a boy taking over a man's task in the presidency. What do you make of that?
Two things I want to say. That statement doesn't go well with me. If Mr. Weah is a boy, then I think he's a good boy. Because Joseph Boakai, former Vice President Boakai, dropped in his heart, he collapsed, almost died. It is that boy, because George Weah, who ran there, pick him up, charter a plane to fly him abroad for open heart surgery that made him to live today with pacemaker battery. He's a battery total right now. So the battery is controlled by the white man who gave it in the medical center where he was flown to. So maybe he's not well to speak the way he's speaking. He's not well, he's using battery. It's not normal. A man who is using battery and a man who has a natural eye, compare the two. So Joseph Boakai, the former vice president, he's using battery. He's a battery total. Such a man cannot even be president of this country. He's sick. So maybe that the frustration making to speak the way he did, calling the president boy. So Joseph Boakai, the former vice president, he's using battery. He's a battery total. Such a man cannot even be president of this country. He's sick. So maybe that the frustration making to speak the way he did, calling the president boy. So Joseph Boakai, the former vice president, he's using battery. He's a battery total. Such a man cannot even be president of this country. He's sick. So maybe that the frustration making to speak the way he did, calling the president boy. How many million people voted that boy? So many millions. Look at this boy and you letter him. Maybe you call George Weah boy because of the age, because Joseph Boakai is over 70 and this boy is about 50 something. So when you say boy, well, that's it. But boy in the sense of immaturity, no. George Weah is mature. He's mature. That's why he told Joseph Boakai on the ground where he collapsed to fly here, bro, for medical checkup, for medical heart surgery. That's why I made him to live today. I think Joseph Boakai, in conclusion, should be very grateful to that boy who flew in out of the country for open heart surgery that make him to live today. But the way Joseph Boakai speaks, the way he acts, he is one of the 9 ungrateful lepers. The fact is, you could have know you, but he did not. He saved this old man. But what the old man is returning is ungratefulness. Call this president boy. You call the whole Liberian president boy, then you old man, you told him battery around here. But I cannot look at a battery man and he let you. Because any minute you could collapse. But you already say you want to be president, and we know your record. You're on the time bomb, on the borderline.
Just sitting and laughing and reading the comment section. John Balu said, the reason why he's in this is to save the state. Save Liberia. But Senator Balu was senator when in his county, 5 wonderful Liberians gruesomely murdered. Their bodies were mutilated. He didn't say anything. A colleague who was then a senator, whose name is enshrined in the TRC report, whose testimony you can find everywhere, that allegedly carried out a massacre on the Kavala River, became a senator from in jail. He came from jail. That case died in Maryland. Senator Balu was senator. Senator Balu was senator when Kid Juba was killed. Senator Balu was senator when the Fula man was beheaded in River G. Senator Balu was senator when the 17 young men were killed between Lower Magidi and Grand Bassa County. Senator Balu was senator when one of the people who...
What's up to all of you, wherever you are? It's great joining us tonight right here on this very day. And so we are grateful to the Almighty God that we are right here tonight, beaming with life and that of good health. With God being on our side, with no fear nor favor, here we are doing what we think we can do for our country. And let me say what's up to all of you, wherever you are. Today is quite a fantastic day for all of us, and we are certainly getting there, and we will get there, no matter what it is. We will get there. And I always look at things and tell people that in life, it's always good
to be optimistic, because that what helps you to strive. Yeah. So when you're striving towards something, is out of being optimistic. That's what makes you to strive. And so we are here. We are here. And welcome to the program Face the Issues. On the program Face the Issues, we don't discuss personalities, nope, but issues involving personalities. But when personalities do their thing in front of those issues, we don't in any way hesitate, but rather we tear you apart. And normally and usually, because of the pain that we attend tearing you apart, we just tell you sorry. But that sorry does not in any way means that we regret our actions. So today is another fascinating day, and the cash giveaway continues. So welcome to another day. Tomorrow is going to be the midweek, at which time we step it up a bit. But today, the cash giveaway continues, and we are right here to make sure that we give you all of the information you deserve to know about your country, which is very much good. We'll be giving you updates and from Nimba County as election activities. And in fact, the voting processes have closed so far. So we will be hearing and from some Nimba-based journalists as to their own takes, their own reportage on what's unfolding in Nimba County. So, we haven't had much interest in what's happening in Nimba. We didn't give you updates as it was done in a case with the Lofa County by-election and other by-elections, because we think that we get more issues, more concentration to have on the 100 days deliverables, on a new government, to see what's set up so far, and we can get there, which is very much good. And we look forward to seeing that. This is quite fantastic moment for all of us. And remember, we all are here. And the last time similar thing happened, like I told you, especially in the wake of the Nimba County election, it was the ruling party. The ruling party maintained the seats in terms of candidates that they preferred in those positions, especially for Montserrat County, where President Weah left, and the CDC replaced President Weah with a CDC candidate, except for Boakai County, where Joao Taylor did not get her pick in who they wanted to see there. So we also looking at it now that Jeremiah Pankon has left, so he can he's finding his own replacement or successor, which will be very much good for him. So we are seeing what happens there. But that uniformity that helped the CDC to have found its own replacement in itself inside Joseph is not what we are sensing in the Unity Party, just months taking over power. So let's see whether that will have an impact on them. But that county heavily is Unity Party's county, so we expect that Unity Party will win, because that is our expectancy. And the Unity Party, not as Unity Party, but with Prince Johnson supported Unity Party. And the issue of the vice president position, which of course was the major and driving force towards that county scooping all of the votes towards the Unity Party, and that has really shifted a bit, because Prince Johnson and that is no longer there, and Prince Johnson himself has split other variables. So we'll see how it plays out as we move on tonight. Before the close of the show at 10 o'clock, we must have had an idea about what's unfolding there, in Nimba County. That one has also done there. So we're not getting fish to fry in there. What happens? It's also them. If it fall Prince Johnson, sir, at the city, if fall Kunsa at the city. So that's also them there. And they are putting up a good fight. From some of the initial results so far, I think the Mano Belt is showing its side. We haven't heard much from the Gil Belt, except I heard from our roving and our reporter or stringer for the night that indeed even the Gil towns in the urban areas, because District 1, District 2 are the urban areas, but even the Gil towns in the urban areas, they are showing off for Koga. So that could be signed as well. Again, you want to see what happens in district number 1, 2, which of course the urban areas, and the rest of the other districts, I think the Geo Belt, this is where we'll go. I hate to be saying it, but that's the politics that's unfolding there. It's more about travel issue. I don't want to go into that so much. And we think, all right. So we think that we are certainly getting there, right? A lot of things are unfolding, and we are getting there, and we'll get there. Nothing can stop it. With God being on our side, with no fear nor favor, here we are doing what we think we can do for our country. So the Freedom Cash giveaway continues, *7 and a hash and so forth. You can get there and do your stuff. I will be able to do the draws in about 20 minutes. I will do the first draws, and people will start receiving their pop-ups for the 2005 for winners each. Then I do the next draw after about 20 minutes or so forth. Yeah, I will be able to do that consistently, and we'll continue like that until others can get theirs. I'm expected to give about 50 to 100 or some more persons. It depends on the number of persons who will come up here to play. That's how I gave you what it is, because I think I have to give more. All right, so that's how it works for us. So I think we are getting there. We are certainly getting there. Tonight, before we can get on to Nimba to speak, remember the unfoldings at the national legislature. The legislative politics, bipartisanship might take a huge position, especially in terms of decision making. So each one of the representatives and senators that will go there, there are instances that they do things at free will. So there are some who will choose to say, no, I'm not going this side. There are some who will say, no, I'm going the other side. But again, the party on which ticket they contested is watching with eagle eyes and see whether the party's ideology or the party's position is being followed. So since the CDC lost the election and they took over the speakership, and a lot of things have been happening, the speakership election was held. Was it every CDC member who voted for Fonati Kofa, who's the CDC's representative and eventually a speaker in that position? Well, I doubt that. So there are others who did not do. Now, that did not do now is being translated into other manners. I understand in River G County, one of the lawmakers there is one person that perhaps people are thinking that he has already switched over to the Unity Party. And over the weekend as well in Boakai County, we understood that 2 lawmakers, yes, of CDC wing we understood also were there. I don't recognize them much. I don't know the faces that were there in that meeting that was held with the president of the Republic of Liberia and Joseph Yuma Boakai. So we still look at that. But one person who would like to speak to the issues, because he said he was not there, but who would like to speak to the issues as to what it is District number 3 representative in River G County, Johnson S.M. Williams Sr. So I would just like to call you up. I think it took some decisions that perhaps people are interpreting as saying, look, he has already joined his side or so forth. So let me just talk with him briefly. Then we can hear from him. And on this issue, then we can know where we are getting as a people. So I hope I can get him. Johnson S.N. Williams Senior is hoping I can get to him if I can. Let me see. But okay, I think he's on the line. If I can get him now. All right, Johnson, how you doing? William. I'm okay, okay, good to have you on. Okay, Ali, I'm sure now. I just wanted to be sure. All right, yeah. So this is Abraham Weir, and this is Freedom FM and Face the Issues. We want to say welcome. Welcome to the show. Okay, great to have you on. All right, Williams, I just called you up to just hear from you. Remember, over the weekend, there were some meetings held in Topper-Bra, Boakai County, and others were saying, in fact, from your county, our correspondent is saying, people are saying that, look, you were on the CDC, you were on the CDC ticket, but you have switched over to the Unity Party. But I think all of this is coming from the speakership election. What was your role? What position did you take during the speakership election, Williams?
Oh, maybe the speakership election ain't that long coming, man.
Yeah, that I know.
Well, when I know that the speakership elections ended, yes, and during that elections period, we took a political decision in the interest of our people back home.
Okay.
And not because of me. But the elections are over.
Okay.
But it is important that I make this call tonight to make some clarification, because just like you said, the events that took place on the weekend, there have been a lot of misunderstanding and misleading information about me. A lot of Facebook, social media, news stories running and misrepresenting me and interpreting what actually transpired on Saturday.
Okay, were you aware of a meeting that was held on Saturday called Bakum, the man you supported in the speakership election, because they are looking for like-minded lawmakers? And if you say you took a decision, political decision in the interest of your people back home by supporting Richard Cohn, well, they had like-minded lawmakers called to a meeting. Were you called to a meeting first of all?
I was informed that the president requested to see legislators and the purpose for that meeting, I'm told, was to ask of them their support on a legislative agenda.
Okay.
Yes.
So you were calling the lawmakers in general or like-minded lawmakers? How did you receive the information?
Well, so I was not the one who was asked by the president to invite lawmakers. I'm also told that the president wanted to see me, and I was the reason. And I was told that it's because he wanted to present his full plan after following the 100 days deliverable, and so that he can now begin to roll out his legislative agenda, and he depends on lawmakers to be able to make that his agenda successful.
Okay.
So whether there was some specific group of people he wanted to see, I can't speak to that, because similarly myself, I was just informed the president wants to see you at the retreat.
Oh, you were just informed that the president wanted to see you at the retreat. And that retreat, did you care to know whether that retreat was Unity Party as this alliance legislative retreat and with the president, or it was an all governmental issue? Did you care to ask some of those questions?
No, I didn't bother to go in that level of detail with the information I received. I didn't find it necessary.
Why? Why you thought it was not necessary? Because you had a party, and
well, if I'm told the president wants to see me, and I got a reason, I'm giving a reason why he wants to see me. Why should it be my business? Who else is going to be there?
Okay.
It wasn't necessary.
Because it was not like a one-on-one meeting. You are saying the president wants to see you like a one-on-one meeting. If the president tells you the president wants to see us as lawmakers, that's a us and there's a me. So the president wanted to see you as a person and then want to see you guys as lawmakers. That's all the two that words. You just spoke fine English right here, and I just want to understand in which context you're speaking.
Yeah, I tend to want to understand which context I'm speaking. You yourself you're trying to draw paint the picture as though a certain group of people the president was interested. And that's why I said, well, I didn't find it necessary to go probe whether it was the entire membership of the House, both houses, Senate and representative. I didn't find it necessary to be going all into that, all the detail, or it was just only also representative. I didn't find that necessary any longer.
Okay.
As much as I knew the reason why I was being called, I was sufficient for me.
Okay, so did you attend the meeting?
No, I didn't go to the meeting.
Why?
I was in Banga. I went for a funeral. Then I had a church meeting in Magibi. So I got in on Sunday evening. So I was surprised. I got a call around 6 in the evening that I resigned the CDC and defected to the United Party. You see?
Wow.
And yes, and that information was also being carried by an official of the party.
And who's that official? Who's that official who said that?
No, I will withhold that information.
But if the official came out openly and said it openly, except that the official did not come out openly, and somebody just gossiped to you about the official.
Eddie,
Yeah.
Eddie,
Yes, sir.
to call the person, they will not do nothing to me.
Okay.
But for some other reason, I will withhold that name for now. But trust me, the next time this matter and I'm asked to talk about it, I will call names.
Wow. But I like the fact that you said whatever decision you people make down there is about the interest. So you have two interests at the level of the legislature from the way you spoke. You have the party's legislative agenda or the party's position on issues, and you also have your people back home position on issues. So when it came to the speakership election, your people's position was what you took, and it was not what the party wanted. Despite knowing that the party dominantly won that area in the election, that just the 2023 election. So now, when you say all of these things, say people back home in their interests, and then looking at the party position here and there, we want to know how much you are staying in touch with the party. The president had a meeting with the CDC legislative team in recent time. The former president, sorry. Did you attend that meeting?
No, I didn't go to that meeting.
Why?
Well, where I was, I think I was not in town. In fact, I got a notification. Honorable Safoko notified me through a message, and I consented. But I think something happened that evening, and I couldn't make that meeting.
If for any reason you had a crucial meeting of such and something crucial happened, why can't you remember that crucial thing that happened that may have made you not to attend a crucial meeting as such being called by your party's political leader?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Eddie. I just told you that yes, I didn't go to that meeting, and the reason why I didn't go to that meeting, there was something else that came up that could not permit me to go there.
No, it is the thing now, because there you said you didn't just know where you were, but something crucial happened. That's that crucial nature, I think, because you were able to tell us that you couldn't attend the bombing meeting because something happened, and you were able to list all of those things that happened. That's why you couldn't go there.
Just on the weekend now.
Okay.
And this meeting you are talking about, that's about 1 month ago.
Wow.
Maybe.
Okay, good.
The meeting you talk about with the president, that's about almost a month ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this your
Yeah, go ahead.
Is this your first time and harboring the ambition to become a lawmaker and finally become a lawmaker representing your people? Or you always have that?
I contested in 2017.
Okay. And you did not make it?
Yes.
And luckily for you, you made it in 2023?
Yes.
Do you know the workings of the national legislature when it relates to party politics versus individual politics and so forth here and there, where you have a block that has to do with your party legislative block, then you have other blocks that has to do with the legislative branch in terms of other ideas and issues? You are aware of all of that. And how strong are you with your party's block, if they have one?
Well, as far as I know, the CDC's block, I'm a member. Okay. As far as I know, I'm a member of the party. I have not left the party. I was in a meeting when we elected Senator McGill as the chair for the CDC Legislative Caucus of the 55th Legislature. I was in that meeting. You know, I was in that meeting. We have the CDC House of Representative Caucus as well.
Okay.
I was in that meeting, yes. So, as far as I know, we're good. But here's what I can say,
Yes, sir.
For the record, I have said anything that President Boakai submits to the legislature that is in the interest of the people that I represent, I will support it.
Okay.
This view is being held by the speaker himself. This view is being held by the deputy speaker. And all of us all of us, anything that President Boakai brings on the table that is in the interest of our people, we will support. Anything that is against the interest of our people, we will not support. When I met President Boakai before the speakership election, I made it clear to him that anything that he brings, in fact, I was the one who even told him that I was a sedition and I was elected as a sedition. So anything he takes to the house, as long as it's in the interest of the people that I represent, of course, here the people of Liberia, I will support. If it's not in the interest of the Liberian people, I will not support. I told him that. Okay. So it's not about, yes, it is not about,
it's not about party ideology. So you're not going to be following party activities down there. Nobody should depend on you to follow party ideology, what a party believes in as much as the party's ideology is something that runs contrary to what you think is good for your people. You will not stand by that. That's the kind of person you're going to be, or you are.
Well, which party ideology that will be against the people's interest?
No,
and that I must support.
No, if it is possible to that Boakai could bring something that you will be against, it's possible to your party could tell you, say, look, let's go against what Boakai is bringing. You say, no, I will not do. So that's what I'm asking this question.
You mean if it's in the interest of the Liberian people, I should say no?
I am asking you that if Boakai were to bring something that is not in the interest of the people, you will not support it. That's what you said. If it is in the interest of the people, you will support it. If the CDC decided to stand against whatever Boakai brings that is in the interest of the people, you will stand against the CDC. That's what I'm asking.
Whether it is good or not.
Yeah, no, you know when bad, you go against it. You get so whether it's good or not.
Yeah, but so anyway, when you go around circles, you want to confuse the audience.
The issue there is there are definite positions that Boakai may take that he sees as good. From the party's perspective, the party may not see it as good. So Boakai was supporting, let's say for instance, Boakai was supporting Rachel Cohn. Rachel Cohn, he saw Rachel Cohn as the good person. CDC on the other hand said, no, Rachel Cohn is not a good person. So you are left with the option now to determine whether you will follow the CDC's rating of determining who's best suited for the speakership and that of who's not suited. You decided to choose the Boakai's choice. Ain't cool. That's what I'm saying. So that's the same thing I'm talking. You know, I was just saying the same thing, just that I'm trying to put it the other way around now.
Yeah, so you must start to saying the same thing. Anything that is in the interest of our people and yet the Liberian people.
So who determines that interest? Who determines that interest? Who determines that interest?
This view is being held not only by me. The speaker is on record for holding the same view. The deputy speaker is on record for holding the same view. And many other CDC lawmakers in the 55th hold the same view.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. So
right now, as we speak, the budget will continue the budget. Will conclude the budget. So hearings today, for example, the Ministry of Education has a plan to hire additional 6,000 teachers and to end this whole voluntarism in the classroom, volunteer teacher. Which one lawmaker will put a hand and vote and say no? We will not support that.
But that was something that your CDC government put there ever since in terms of taking up the whole thing about volunteerism. We did announce that on his campaign trail.
And so that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So let me put it on the other way around.
Yeah.
Let's say the government has come and said, look, all those who were hired, all those who were hired either by whether that was a referral procedure or that was a wrong procedure in the education sector, we'll put it down. I'm not going to support that.
Yeah.
I do not even support. I don't support this ongoing use of 40,000 persons who were illegally hired by the government. I don't support that. I spoke with the CSA folks. I said, what do you mean when you got to give out information? You can't just make a blanket statement and say people got in the government who are not properly hired. So you got to be specific.
Okay.
We talk about that. If you come to me, the CSA goes to the legislature and come with a legislative agenda in terms of policy or law to want to return those people. I'm not going to support that because they are Liberians.
You're 100% right, and I like the fact that you just said that. Yeah, look kind of things. Look kind of things are not good.
Look at the way they're treating our colleagues from the EPS.
Yeah.
So we demand answers. You can't just say because they're not carrying firearm. So what's the motive behind that? I'm not going to support no kind of things. That's what I'm trying to say.
I like the fact that you said that.
Go the same kind of view.
That's true. That's true. You're 100% right. So before I take leave of you, please, because our friend Safoko, the man whom you said texted you about that meeting with President Weah, former President Weah, is on the line. He wants to talk with me quickly, so I will get to you. But I just want to get, are there prospects and seeing to it that indeed the 100 days delay in terms of no bar road or no truck getting hitched, because your area is one of the remotest areas as well. Are we on course with that? Is Boakai on course with that? And because you may have some slight relationship with them because of some ideology that you share. Are you on course with, because that's good thing for the country too. Are you on course with that? Is he living up to that in 100 days that you want to go to River G County and come back in time? You think it's on course?
That aspect of the 100-day plan has failed. Because even 2 weeks ago, I had to pay some money to a group of miners that concentrated in the Kalipo, closer on the Rogi Bell.
Yeah.
I had to pay the guys on the machine, appeal to them to leave the bush and come on the road to clear a piece of bar spot where trucks, over 10 trucks, they were there for 4 consecutive days, and nobody knew what would happen. So even within the bad days, and maybe within 100 days, cars were stuck in the road. So that aspect of the 100 days has failed.
Okay.
Whether that will not happen until the 100 days expire, we got to see. But let me say that before I leave the line with you,
yes, sir, that
we in the Southeastern, we have to form a Southeastern caucus.
Okay.
And the Southeastern caucus will go to issue a position statement immediately the 100 days has expired.
Wow, that would be brilliant.
Issue of no car getting stopped policy.
So what's your position on the Southeastern caucus team? What's your position there?
In the Southeastern caucus, I am the secretary.
Oh, you're the secretary. Okay, you keep all the records. Okay, that's good.
on a Piba Jure is the chair.
All right.
And with Samson, we are of Sino County is the co-chair, and I'm the secretary. I was elected secretary.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Congratulations, and we look forward for more of these kind of exchanges. Thank you so much, Chief. You stay on course with the CDC, and you have no intention of leaving the CDC, but you will support what the Liberian people want and what is in the best interest of the Liberian people. That's what you said, in short.
Sure.
Okay.
And I'm not going to say anything about words. I'm demonstrating that in my district. You call there, you can go behind me and call to know what we're doing there. They will tell you the records.
Okay.
And you know, we have just lost major state power in less than we just counting like 4 months ago.
Yeah.
So we can understand. Yes, that's something that I'm not sure anybody ever thought. I would speak to you, AB. I knew that the election would have been tough, but I did not have the slightest idea that we would have lost the election. And so many things happen, so I know there are hopes for the future.
Okay.
We can see the signs now going towards 2029.
Okay.
We only need to hold on. All I can say, the reason why I decided I requested this information, if a party official or a partisan who knows me or hear anything about CDC law, take the phone and call. You're not going to help when you get on social media and start saying things about the president.
So with this happening now, will you?
Yes, sir. There's a reason why I decided to call on this radio. I did not go to that retreat, but there's a reason why I decided to call on this on your show, because it was on your show. Also, I was told that there was the conversation, right? You pick the phone and call and say, "This is what we are hearing about you. What's happening?" You're not going to help. This thing about after you rub shoulders, you hate each other, then you want to go and say you call in the name of reconciliation meeting. It doesn't work with some of us like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't work with some of us. It will not carry us anywhere. It will not help us. It will not help us at the party. We are at a point where everybody needs everyone, and we need to see how we can put ourselves together and forge in one direction, how we can fall down together and wake up together. I am very much sure, I am positive for the future that 2029 we can make a comeback. I'm sure about that.
So you are very sure.
It depends on the way we will hold each other. It depends on the way we will conduct ourselves.
And that's 100%.
That's the bottom line. Yes,
you're right. But finally, will you be very cautious now how you proceed, because the way people misinterpreting your thing now? Will you continually tread the path you have started treading already? When Boakai calling you legislated law, because then he just call you there, you say, me, I will go there because I know what thing is bad. I will just go there like that. Will you just be going like that?
I don't know what things about it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I just told you my position.
Okay.
My position is clear. I'm a representative, I'm a leader of a district. I'll be confronted with making decisions. I will consult.
Okay.
I will get advice.
Okay.
But the only thing nobody will force me to do to tell me, say, do the one. At the end of the day, everybody will talk to me. At the end of the day, I will have to take time off by myself and make a decision. And it is my promise that my decision I will take will always be in the interest of the people. So it doesn't matter if the president wants to see me tomorrow morning at his office, I will make myself available and hear what he got to say. And I'm going to change my ideology or to say I want to leave the CDC. It can't change me. I have not seen anything that can tell me right now. Even thinking about leaving the CDC, it doesn't make sense politically to anybody. What have I seen in less than 90 days that jumping and leaving the CDC and going to the Unity Party? I seem to say the Unity Party is an injustice organization and they are void of all errors.
So the 45,000 they were giving for furniture, you receive yours?
45,000?
45,000 for furniture to go to J-Mart to pick the furniture. You got yours?
No, I read from Honorable Yakan Koluba.
Oh, okay.
But that 4,500 for the 5,000.
No, sorry, 4,500. Sorry, yeah, 4,500. Yeah.
No.
You got your own?
No.
Did they call you for your own?
No, I did not receive any call.
Nobody called you? Prince Todd, did he call you?
No.
Okay, no problem.
You can ask him.
Go ask the man.
Myself, I was even surprised. But yet the other thing I want to emphasize, the news story that going about the Saturday's meeting is scary that meeting, we were invited as a way of going to plan to unseat this. You can imagine that kind of thing? People have stopped those kinds of things.
Oh, okay.
I can never ever go to any other meeting to want to join a group of people to plan organize to remove Speaker Kufa. I can never do that.
Okay.
I will never do that.
All right, no problem. No problem.
Yes.
So have you seen reason now to support Kufa? Because Ku is not there again and he's still fighting to be there and you can see it clearly.
Oh, how you mean, my man? I'm supporting the speaker. I go to the speaker right now. I call the speaker talk to me.
Okay.
You myself can talk.
No problem.
We exchange. Yeah, we exchange.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, I believe in a position on many reforms.
Wow.
On governance issue, yes. On transparency, a lot of things. The other day I was in the office and I was chatting. I was sharing my thoughts with Honorable Clarence Gar, on the issue of transparency because of my experience and the role I was playing in the executive with the transparency program for the government. Yes, I support you on this agenda issue. As far as I know, there's nothing else between us. The elections were over, and that's it.
All right. Thank you so much, Honorable Jonathan S.N. Williams, District Number 3 Representative, River G County. Thank you so much, Chief, for throwing light on what it is. Thanks so much. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Abby, for making sure that I had the opportunity to get on your platform to make the necessary clarifications.
All right, great. Thank you.
If you have anything else you want to know, I also want to encourage you. You pick your phone and call and say, "What is it?"
No, certainly do that.
We always make ourselves available.
Yeah, you are.
To communicate with.
I like how you talk just now. You clear in talking. I like how you talk just now. You were good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. All right, Williams, thank you. So let me get on with friend Safoko. He was calling why this call was going through, and so let me get to him. Perhaps because he placed the call out to okay, or friend Safoko. Yeah, is here. So I don't know what is his take on this. Foko, how you doing, sir?
What's up?
I'm doing fine, Chief. How's everything?
Chief, gave God the glory, man. Just left the Capitol building.
You just leaving from there?
Oh yeah, Chief. The budget issue.
Oh, okay.
We are critically scrutinizing the budget from all angles in the best interest of our people.
Okay, that's good. I know you were following and listening to your colleague in Honor Williams, and I think he just said it clearly. What do you know about this defection that people are accusing him of and so forth? Did it come as a surprise? You hearing him providing clarity for something you had no idea about?
Okay, Mr. Williams, he's a very smart guy.
Mm-hmm.
Since I came across him, he worked as finance ministry And I followed him closely when he became representative. We have had series of meetings, as colleagues before the whole speaker election presentation. The first time I met him was at Paris restaurant. So, I mean, he's a very, very smart guy, But what happened here, and that could be an open advice to my brother Alex, it's a very open advice.
Alex or Jonathan Williams?
I mean, Jonathan Williams, not Alex.
Okay.
So my advice to him could be controversy in politics is not good, most especially when it comes to party politics.
Okay.
And then when it comes to governance, controversy is not good. You always stand for who you are.
Yeah.
When you always try to appear to flip-flop, whatever is good for the Liberian people, whatever is in the name of what is good for the Liberian people, then it starts to be different. So one of the things I could advise him tonight could be, while it is true it was a right to support who he wants to support, but it was an affront to the political party whose ticket that he ran on and he won as a representative on CDC ticket, being called a CDC lawmaker. The party called you, and the first thing you have looked at here, you look at the issue of experience as an educated man, you look at the issue of credential, and you look at the two persons far and know exactly how they have performed over the years, because the two people, you have never worked with them before. You have never worked with Kun from District Number 11. You have never worked with Kofa before, because you just became a representative. So in most cases, in the kind of things, what educated people do, you go to the two of them far, you read their history, then you make your decision. If you claim that your decision was never influenced. So that was number one. So after attending all of the meetings, consenting to us that yes, CDC have made a decision and we will support the CDC candidate. All of a surprise, you just make a decision.
Oh, you mean he attended the meetings where the citizens, the CDC legislative team agreed that Kofa is the man, and he was in that meeting?
All of the meetings, he attended those meetings. He consented that he was going to support Speaker Kofa, but at some point in time, when the president called another meeting, which is President Boakai, but then he was the president-elect, what happened, what did not happen, that was just 1 week to the election. And I mean, different decisions were made, but we were still placed under the impression that he was going to support, but he was just looking at the two sides and trying to do his evaluation. But whatever the case was, the party made her decision at the time. What could be an argument was, who was the candidate the party was supporting? What was the candidate ability?
Yeah.
Okay, what was the candidate credential as an educated man? This candidate was qualified, this candidate was experienced, this candidate had a portfolio to be the speaker. But then whatever the case was, he made a decision to have gone against the Representative Kofa. Whatever the case, after election, we have gone through reconciliation. Kofa have been able to reach out to some of our CDC brothers who did not support the party's interests. So we have called for meetings here. Many times when I text him, he texts me back. He communicates very well. But to our surprise, he didn't come to the meeting, but for whatever reason, no issue. We still consider him as a citizen. Speaking in my capacity as a CDC lawmaker, I believe him a man. He has been very, he has been a kind of distance from the party, and which is not right as a party person. Moving forward, if
when you need distance
from
the party, what are some of those gatherings that call for closeness that you did not see around for, with the exception of not attending a call meeting by former President Weah, who's the political leader of the CDC?
Yeah, we have had different meetings. We have had 4 meetings. Even today, I even reached out to the 2 representatives from River G, but I learned that Williams was not in section. So we didn't reach out to him, but we reached out to the other guys and we informed them about the meeting today. But yet, I think probably they had other engagements, so they did not come to the meeting. But now to President Boakai's meeting, I was called over the weekend. So if a president is calling for a legislative retreat, to play, a legislative agenda. If a president is calling that meeting, I think in my mind, the president procedure should be, the president should reach out to the leadership of the House of Representatives through the speaker, and then the speaker will communicate that with the body. Then the body will be invited by the president through the speaker's office. That's how it runs. But for the president to individual or whatever way ask somebody or whoever from his office to start calling representatives to go. First of all, I think what my brother should have done, if a president is calling a retreat and you claim to not be on the team of the rescue representatives, the rescue legislators, if you claim to not be on the team, because when you check on the executive mansion page, you will see rescue representatives, and you claim to be a CDC lawmaker, and they say rescue representative. So I believe in my mind, because that page is a credible page, I believe in my mind that if the people have invited you to go to a rescue retreat, you shouldn't have gone there, because you are not a rescue person. You are a legislator representing your district, working for the people of Liberia. So if it was specified, for example, how could President we be calling for CDC retreat? And then you find Kun into that meeting. Kun cannot come to that meeting because he knows that he is not a seditious. Prince Too cannot come to that meeting because he knows that he's not a seditious. But if the president called for the legislative retreat in the interest of the Liberian people, that means all legislators should go to that meeting. I mean, it's an open meeting.
Were you called?
No, it was a rescue, so they could not call me. But it is because of the controversy or the alarmment. He has alarmed with them on many occasions, so they have perceived in their minds that he does not support anything that comes from the CDC anymore. So any other meeting they will have the trust to call him. But for me, they cannot trust me when they are calling for rescue meeting. And if they call me for a rescue retrieve, I cannot obviously go for a rescue retrieve. If the president is calling people from the legislature, I know that the president will not call me if he wants to see the legislature. The president office should call the leadership of the House of Representatives. Then the leadership of the House of Representatives, through the speaker's office, he will communicate that to the chair or executive, and the chair executive will communicate that to the rule and order, and they will communicate it across the floor so that we can go there and go and meet the president. Howbeit, I mean, he's a brother. He's a citizen. He told me clearly, he said, Foko, there is no reason I should leave or I will leave CDC. I support the CDC. But I want to make him to understand he has to be definite. He has to be very definite, because when you start to play those kind of sides, then all sides will not trust you. You still carry the name a sedition, but when they call for rescue party, you there. When they call for rescue decision making, you there. When they call for we are not enemies. When we go in the House of Representatives, we don't make fuss, we don't fight each other. We are all friends, we are all family. But when it comes to party politics, the line is shown. Absolutely, I have nothing to do with Unity Party. And anything that Unity Party is doing, one is in the nature of Unity Party, I should not go there. Okay? So anything that is being done with CDC, most especially when it comes to politics, I mean, no Unity Party lawmakers should come there. Few days from now, there should be a retreat for us. Few days from now, there are other things that will be going on amongst us as CDC lawmakers. And we will not be taking phone to call Unity Party there. If he was an independent lawmaker, obviously he will have the right to say, okay, apparently the Unity Party is trying to alarm with him to win him over to join the party. So when we continue to see him, when partisans continue to see him in all of these different engagements, then the issue of credibility will, they will start to have problem, and people will start to perceive in their mind and see him differently. So my advice to him, if you choose to be care, be care. You can be care and you be dog. You got to decide where you want to be. And if you want to be a citizen, yes, we all support what President Boakai sent the budget. I voted for the budget. They want 12. I voted for the budget because it was in the interest of the Liberian people. The current budget that there now, as I speak to you, I just left from work. The other work I was doing, it is because of the budget that President Boakai sent to us. We have to work day and night to play our different role from our different places. I am the chairman on Maritime. The commissioner on Maritime is a Unity partisan, but he is working for Liberia. I am a citizen. I am working for Liberia. So when it comes to professionalism, we exhibit professional courtesy. We have to do the Liberian people job and take away politics. But when it comes to Unity Party rally, the Unity Party, the guy who is a commissioner now, he cannot invite me to Unity Party rally because he knows that I'm a citizen. When it comes to CDC rally, I cannot invite him there because I know he's a U-base. So I mean, everybody should respect everybody for where they say it. But when it comes to your function as a partisan, you must always behave as a partisan and let people clearly understand who you are, where you stand, what you do. But you cannot be flip-flopping. Today you won't be in the other meeting. Tomorrow they call for the other meeting, you there. When for Natif Kufa call for a blog meeting, you there. When the other people call for a blog meeting, then like that, people will now start to trust you as to what you say to them. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Reverend Saifoko, and we are getting there, and we are hearing them out, and which is very much good for all of them, and they are having their exchanges, and which of course I think we can just conduct ourselves in a way that people tend to trust you. There is politics. Sometimes the way you move, it makes people to think other way around. You just need to adjust just for political expediency, which is very much good as well. So I think, and Michael Thomas, my friend brother, Michael Thomas from district number 4, and so Michael Thomas, let me see, I'm on the radio. Michael Thomas, I tell you what I call. I just want to hear from him. And Michael Thomas from district number 4. All right, and so let me see. I hope to get to him. Honor Thomas, I don't know what you make of what it is, but you are calling. Yeah, hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Wow. I hope I get to him very much. I was just dying his number, and then I missed out again. Let me see. Something here. Okay, so I think I got him now. Yeah. So I got Thomas. My supplier of information when he was at the public account secretariat. What's up, Chief?
Hello.
Yeah, hello, Thomas. How you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah, great. I just missed out on your call. Sorry, and I thought to call you back. Yeah, and I'm just hearing from you. How's everything going? Abraham, when you're here?
Oh, Abby, how are you today?
Good
evening to you, and good evening to your listening public.
I know.
I don't know if you stay on air.
Yeah, I'm on. So what's popping? What's popping? You just from the budget debate?
Interestingly, I am not a part of the budget committee.
Oh, okay. I'm a special. Okay.
I'm the chair on judiciary.
Okay.
I'm also a member of the Public Accounts and Expenditure Committee. I'm a member of Foreign Affairs and also the co-chair on the elections and inaugurations.
Wow, that's good. Good. Yeah. Brilliant. Yeah, so we're hearing about these meetings here. Were you one of those persons that they called to last weekend's meeting and the rescue legislative team retreat with the president of the Republic of Liberia? Were you one of those? You were called?
Chief, I don't think I should even be going back and forth with such discussion.
Okay.
If you follow all of my presentation during the speakership campaign and the election, I was the chairman of the Bonatis Kofa Block.
Okay.
And we made a speaker. I follow your show a few minutes ago, and I listened to a few of my colleagues, the likes of Honorable Johnson Williams. And I see everybody trying to prove a point, trying to show supremacy, trying to show their own side and all that kind of stuff. And I think we should be sincere to ourselves. I don't want to be personal, but to the extent that for me, I got elected as an independent candidate.
I don't know.
So I owe no loyalty to any political party or to any political godfather, so to speak. So decisions made by me are all based on my own independence and the work that we take in the district, and also God first. So Johnson William is a friend, is a colleague. Even before the legislature, you will not even understand that he and myself, we were all part of the same congregation, the same church, the Holy Innocent Parish.
and we all work at the Ministry of Finance, you know. We have been interacting long, you know. So we all, by the grace of God, we got elected, and we all share the same pleasantries. And he came from the CDC angle, and the speaker is also from the CDC angle, and we all were part of the speaker's block.
Okay.
And it will interest you to note that I think Foucault kind of gave a little emphasis on that little premise, but maybe I could go further. That there was a press conference or some press presentation that came out from, it was all trending, all in chat rooms and on social media, where the River G, you know, legislative, the River G lawmaker, there are three, and Johnson William, while speaking, said his action was intentional, he did it, and he knew that he was never going to support Funati and the rest of it, you know, blah, 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 blah. It went on like that. But the thing is, the same person that's saying that to you was one person that supported Kofa from the onset, even up to 2 days to the election. So the last person that left the speaker's block was Johnson Williams.
The last person up to 2 days to the election, he was still within you guys' camp. You as a chair, you still saw him around. You could feel him, you could touch him, and you feel that you people were right on course.
Yeah. And it will interest you to know that he left, he claimed that this is the astonishing part about it. I know I really don't want to go into this, but maybe because you're pushing a question, so I will just give a little insight. So, why camping? Imagine we were on the camp, right? Last minute of time. You mean, you know, when the camp started, last minute of time. He was on the camp. He had a key to one of the villas, one of the rooms at the Farmington Hotel. He had a key. He was lodged in and everything. If you check the record, you know, from the hotel, it will tell you that he was there. So, sitting out, evening hours, having conversation, and people being concerned about who is sincere, testing the sincerity and all those kind of things. And there was a statement, some joking conversation between he and Rosmo Moba from District 3, Monserrado County. And he claimed that he took offense to that. And he walked out. And we all talked to him, not knowing that he was going to air out one day, way after the election in the future, that all of the 3 lawmakers in River G, I agree 100% they were never supporting Funati Kofa. So if you can say that, and to the last extent you were in the block, and you claim that you left the block because of just mere, you know, jokes and stuff, then it behooves me to understand who actually he is as it relates to making decisions.
So are you telling us here tonight that because we know you people camped on the eve of the election, indicating that all you will leave from the hotel straight to the voting center and it will be done? Now, you mean that his hotel was already booked? Everything was set.
Slept there.
You what?
He even slept at the hotel.
He slept there. Then, at what point did that joke really trigger his departure away from the whole team?
So that is just a scheming part about it. So I don't want us to dwell with it too much. Okay. But Abby, I want to say thank you for elevating, you know, this discussion tonight as it relates to that retreat. And I would like to give my own view as it relates to that retreat.
The bombing retreat.
So the bombing retreat.
Okay.
So the thing is, elections are over. The speakership election over. Campaign over. We have one unified legislature. By virtue of that statement, it will interest you to note that even the appointments of members of the legislature to strategic committees were done as a result of an inclusive style of leadership has been portrayed by our speaker. So even hardliners from the Rescue Black are chairmen on strategic committees at the legislature.
Yeah, that would know.
So all of that was done with the hope that we have sat with the president, the speaker, and the president, the pro tem. They have sat, they have had conversation, and we all have agreed down to the vice president that elections are over. What we need to do now is governance in the voice of our speaker. So governance basically relates to unification and sincerity as it relates to decision making.
Yeah.
So for the president, that is the second time. You know, we say, yeah, election over, we coordinate, we all collaborating in the interest of the Liberian people. So we all inherited offices that were out of damage. Some of them no die on the floor, no curtains, no decks, all the furniture removed. Like my own office, I had to do like almost over $10,000 to do my office.
Wow.
And there was a reimbursement that was done. There was a reimbursement done to all 72 lawmakers. I'm saying
for furnishing, for reconditioning your office, it will be reimbursed, and there's a threshold.
Yes.
Okay.
And that threshold was inherent in a 112 budget that was passed plenary.
The 41 million.
So, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So every sitting lawmaker, 72 of us, even including the speaker, receive $5,000. That is, Speaker Funadi Kofa, quote unquote black, the legislative, the how you call it?
The rescue
black receive $5,000. It went across.
For everyone to fund their funding.
10,000, regardless you spend 8,000, regardless if you even spend 2,000, but you receive $5,000. That was the best thing that would have been done. And it was done in the interest of coordination, in the interest of collaboration, and in the interest of having one unified legislature. All of a sudden, allegedly, our colleague, Honorable Yeke Oluba, display coupons, and there is a recording with his interaction with the manager of JMAC, attesting to his signature and attesting to the document that coupon is from them, and it was given by the Ministry of State. So each person from the rescue block received $4,500, presumably according to Honorable Yeke. So while we receive 5,000, it means that all the colleagues of ours who are from the rescue block receive 9,500, which is an affront, which is a disservice, which is actually against the coordination that we all discuss as three separate or coordinate
branches of government. Yeah.
That's the first issue. Secondly, the leadership of the House, including members of the bloc from the rescue team, had a leadership meeting because they are all leadership. Honorable Nekaki and some other folks, you know, from there who are on leadership were also at a meeting, a courtesy meeting with the president. And in that meeting, three major discussions points were put forth by the speaker. Number one, elections are over. Now we are not discussing blocks. We know we have one unified legislature.
Certainly.
There is a need for us to have a retreat to discuss amongst us how we proceed.
That was a proposal from Speaker Kofa to President Boakai.
President yet.
To reconcile.
In his conference room at the executive mansion.
Okay.
The second issue The second issue was, Mr. President, there has been few complaints from the representatives in several districts that you have visited some of those districts and at least just on mere notice to the sitting representative of that district that the president is coming to your district. Like for instance, he was coming to District 4 to lay flower on the mass grave at District 4. Honorable Thomas, the president is coming to your district. You know, you need to escort the president or something like that.
Yeah, welcome him or whatever. Okay.
Just notice. Normally, the representative of the district with the elders of the district will meet at the midpoint of the district, receive the president, and walk the president to his destination. The third part was that if we say we want to collaborate and coordinate as a government, one unified government, the issue, the constitution is clear. The power to appoint is inherent within the president. That's a constitutional authority.
Yeah.
We can't question it. But there was an appeal to the president for the sake of the same coordination and collaboration. That, Mr. President, we know you are appointing minister, deputy minister, assistant minister, commissioner, and blah, 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 blah. And you are about to appoint, you have appointed already few superintendents, but also we got commissioners, you know, and blah, 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 the local government positions now. So normally what the issues can be in those districts, that you see one lawmaker and a commissioner at local head, that you see the lawmaker and the county inspector at local head, the commissioner and the deputy, the assistant superintendent for fiscal affairs at local head. We don't want that. So please, let's consult the caucus. Let the caucus make recommendations to you, and you look within the recommendation and you select few suitable persons based on their credentials. He said, I got a barrage of listings that have been submitted to my office. So the only appointment we have already done, we did the first one in Bassa and we have Splash. So the one that is approved right now is the one for Grand Cook. So the president will all laugh for it. We say, well, Grand Cook, I only 2 lawmakers, so it's not control person. So we laugh over it. So he agreed, I will hold on to the list. I will have consultation with the caucus, and then you send me a list. I will look in the list with several names and select few persons. So we convene in Massarado County. We convene the first meeting, had a second meeting, having discussions. The next morning, we saw on the e-marshal the longest listing ever in the history of appointments. Without the quote-unquote collaboration and consultation that we discussed. So now the third part now, for the president, instead of having a retreat with the legislature.
As proposed by Councillor Kofa. As proposed by Councillor Kofa. Yeah.
Yes. That the president, right, we can't argue it. He's our leader. He decides who to talk to, when to talk to, why he's talking to them. That's it. But you know, this is politics. The legislature is the biggest political theater in Liberia. Decision and action of the president are policy issues. So for us to wake up and recording and the rest of it from quote-unquote a retreat by the president with, and the e-marshal carry it said, lawmakers of the 55th legislature. So how can you say that when it's just, if you look at the members in that video and in that picture, they are all members of the rescue block. So it surmises that interaction was a retreat because they call it a retreat. So we're calling it war and you say retreat.
Mm-hmm.
So it will tell you clearly that interaction was actually a retreat with the rescue block. And right now we are not even discussing block. We are discussing one unified legislature.
Yeah. Okay.
So can we say this is divide and rule? Or can we say the coordination and the collaboration we discuss is just mere bluff or whatever it is? So those are questions to be answered. So that's where we are.
And I thank you so much for providing this lengthy clarity as to what has been happening behind the scenes, meaning there have been Liberians exerting every effort to move this country forward, despite them having their political ideologies, but everything geared towards having peace, unity in this country. But yet Boakai is kicking against everything so far from your explanations. I don't know. The spirit of coordination, like you said, is being undermined heavily by the executive, despite the proposal always made by the legislature or the legislative branch, especially the lower house. So I think these clarities are very important so that we know beyond the scene who's holding back, who's really stalling activities in this country, who doesn't want to see this country move forward, who don't want to work with certain people. It's good that you've just stated that and Liberians have listened to you. And thanks so much. That was very much great. I think we appreciate your little time.
Yeah, so finally, one thing I can say to you, those are the beauty of politics. If you don't have people antagonizing and you got people from the pros and cons, and you will not have those kind of beautiful argument and engagement that you will see that will mesmerize the public and make us to know that indeed we are working.
Okay.
But our COFA is very much committed to the coordination, and we are all concerned mostly about how we can rebrand the legislature in our actions. In less than 3 months ago, you have seen the kind of decisions we made at the legislature, the kind of impact, how forceful, how robust, the 55th is. We all are engaged, and we are not concerned about this block and party politics issue. We are more concerned about how our water laying down way down there in Nobleta in the market, selling holly pepper and bitter ball. How the budget can impact that old lady sitting down over there selling fire coke. How can the old man under the palm one tree way there in Nobleta get to know that the budget amount is this amount, and these are monies in the budget for the Ministry of Health. These are monies in the budget of the Ministry of Public Works. These are monies in the budget for the Ministry of Education that will impact the life of the young school-going kids. These are monies that will build hospitals, that will build schools.
And that's very key. And that's very key. You just stress all of that. And just before you can leave because of time, I think from your background, and coming from the legal background, not just that, but before getting to the legal background and completing it there, I work with you and as a reporter following up your activities and the Public Account Secretariat where you were as head. And I think a lot of things are happening in terms of how the issue about the rush for 100 days deliverables, you people were able to approve on thread of the budget, which of course we saw the last time, which was very much fantastic. And the 100 days deliverable also mentioned and captured in our budget, but for us to see rules issue, Public Works Ministry is going about issuing contracts to people in the neighborhood of 22 million or so forth. You being there, I hope some of these issues will not bring us some of the glitches, so forth, and that you guys will have, especially when going through these things. People just spending unbudgeted and without legislative approval. These are all bad signs.
So we still boil down to the same spirit of coordination. So the legislature overwhelmingly, if you witness that video, I'm right there in the middle with us celebrating for the passage of that 112 budget. Because we cannot tie the hands of the president. The arrest agenda remain alive. And we are a part of that agenda. That is a national developmental agenda of Liberia. Every single Liberian, regardless of your capacity, whether at the legislature, whether in the executive, whether in the judiciary, that arrest agenda is our trump card that we all need to support to the fullest. And based on that mantra, we all stood over there and we voted over 1 million so as to impact Liberia through the 100 days deliverable through the 1/12 budget. And it was approved over 1 million. So my argument, that before the speaker yesterday we had a conversation. And I said to him, I will vote for that budget if only the reports of the 1/12, because that was my motion that I prefer. We agree with voting for the budget. During my argument, I said the only way we can approve the entire budget is for us to have a report of the 1/12 that we are about to approve for this 100-day process.
Right.
So we should have a comprehensive
account for that.
on instance and dollars as it relates to the expenditure of this amount that approved under the 1/12.
Right.
The reason why we had to approve that, because the budget has been returned to the executive. It was not before the legislature. If it was before the legislature, it means the PFM law rules supreme.
You're right.
That in the absence of the approved budget, as the budget is being deliberated at the legislature, 1/12 of the previous year budget to be approved for the payment of salary, payment of minimum expenditure, and other, costs. And that is why we have to do a resolution to pass so that that budget 1/12 will be approved. And we all did it over 1 million in the interest of Liberia.
Certainly.
That is why we did it. Okay. So equally so, we will need a comprehensive report, and the debate will be on Thursday.
Very good.
And that is my trend of argument. I need, before I can approve, I would rather abstain or don't vote for that budget if that report is not, officially submitted for our review and consideration.
I like your initial stance, and I'm following your activities in the legislature. Thank you so much for just shipping in, and we wish you and all of the best. And as soon as we have little idea or issues of national concerns relating to these legislative workings, we'll try to call you up. Thanks for the time. Thanks so much. Wish you all the best.
Always available. I've always been available. Thank you so much. And we'll keep in touch.
Okay, great. All right. He's Michael Thomas, and I represented the district number 4, Montserrat County. And we are right here on this very day, grateful to the Almighty God that we are certainly getting there. And a lot of things are happening. And I had wanted to talk some stuff, but here we are. The Freedom Cash giveaway continues right here tonight, and I'm about to do some draws. And it's 2005 for winners right here. And let me try to see whether we can get on just some gist of what's unfolding in Nimba County as we speak. And people are sending snapshots of tally sheets into various groups. People are seeing for the Manor Belt, what's unfolding there, for the other belt. What kind of Manor Belt, Gil Belting? Everyone else just talking about. And we'll get Manor Belt, Gil Belt. What kind of Manor Belt, Gil Belt? Anyway, that's it. You can't take away that. People get politically aligned because for the interest, and that interest could be on travel interest, some other issues. So it's interest driven. You can't take away that from politics. And so even in America, they get a Latino, they get the other people, the black community, they get the other group, and of course, let me speak to about Mato. What is he hearing so far? We almost how many minutes to 10 o'clock? And by this time, we should have an insight of what really unfolding in Nimba County. So now, Maton, what's up, Chief? How's everything? The head of how you doing, Chief?
Yeah, I'm good, and let me also say good even to our peace-loving people. I'm here in Ganta, based in Ganta, and getting some preliminary results from all of Ganta, especially the one around Ganta yet come in, and so if I can give you these mentions, I can give you 3 results for populated polling places in the county.
Okay.
But as I speak to you, let me be bold to you. The results from the Geo settlement Come up, please check me the station quick. And so as the results come in, you laughing, right?
Yeah, like I wanted to hear, but that will come to go.
The results on the Geo era have not come up yet. So far, the only places with some cities like Campley City, we got few places in Campley, but the heated part of the Geo terrain, the results.
So those cities. Okay, yeah, you can go on with those cities, though they are urban cities, but in the urban cities, they have geo settlement in the urban cities as well. And you have the dominant manor area controlling.
When we're talking about the city, we'll be talking about Campley.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Tapeta.
Okay.
These are the geo cities.
Okay.
The cities that are within the geo terrain. And so the results coming from there is like the one from Tapeta Memorial.
Mm-hmm.
Is up and down, yeah. For almost all the centers there, in that place was won by the Antoine.
Okay.
And then there are many other places like Kanhai, all the centers at Kanhai School were also won by Koga. Then we went to go to Yekepa City, all the rooms. Almost all the center in camp in Yekepa City, which is a dominant you know that place is a concession area.
Yeah, concession area, yeah.
And so for that angle, we also won definitely by Nyan Twain.
Okay.
And so I am going to give you a few of the results from both the Geo and some popular voting places in electoral district number 1. And so let me get it quickly.
Yeah, just go on. Yeah. Not going to pick tonight and
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Are you there?
Yeah, we're listening. Go ahead. Let's listen.
Okay. We will tell you about some of the popular area. Like in Ganta, let's start from Ganta.
Yeah, Ganta.
That is shaking. JWPSC High School have the highest polling places in Ganta. One of the higher polling places we don't have Tolena and the JWPSC.
Yeah.
JWPSC High School Room 1. And should I call the 4 candidate or call the 2 highest?
Just call the 2 highest and let's be out. Yeah, no time.
Okay. Room number 1 at the JWPSC High School, you have Samuel Koga in our team 41 vote.
Okay.
And it's Nyan D. Point or team 155 votes.
55 votes in room 1.
Yeah, 155.
Okay.
Then we'll go to room number 2. Samuel Koga or team 58 vote. Nyan Toye or team 146 vote.
Okay.
Then we go to room number 3. Room number 3, Sam Koga or team 49. Nyan D. Toye or team 158. We go to room number 4. Sam Koga or team 22. Nyan Toye or team 86.
Okay.
86. Then we go to room number 5. Sam Koga or team 41, Yandy Twain or team 84. And so that is for some that is for Ganta for the higher polling place.
So we can only say that's the trend. That's the trend that we expect from the Ganta area, because even during the night of the 2023 elections, those were similar trends that could tell you that the CEC was not in contention. Similar trend for Nyan Twain tonight. So we can say the entire Ganta belt, Nyan Twain could likely take or decisive win. Remember, that's a manor belt.
Yeah, and then let's go to just a time in electoral in district number 4.
Okay.
Called time play.
Time play.
Yeah.
And time play, district number 4 is also manor belt or Geo belt. What is that?
The Geo belt.
Okay, yeah. So let's go there. Let's go time play. Yeah.
Time play, I got the results of 2 rooms because it's not too easy to get network there. They got to go to certain places to call and get a network.
Okay.
So room number 2 at that place, Sam Koga or team 69 votes.
Okay.
Nyatoye received 10 votes.
Okay.
Then you go to room number 1. Same Koga or team 117 votes. Nyatoye received 20 votes.
Okay.
We go to room number 3.
All right.
Same Koga or team 50 votes. Nyatoye received 8 votes. That is on just the one Gio Bell we got results from.
So you think with this happening, I will try to get to Senegal. This is Ganta, and we get Senegal. District number 1 and 2 is mostly populated by the folks, the Mano folks.
Yeah. But logically, we told you the election is like a tribal elections.
Okay.
So in the Mano Bell, you see Nyatoye winning him very high. And in the Gio Bell, you see Koga coming very high. And so as the results came in and keep coming in, you understand the results from the Gio Bell, we are not yet any of those results. But just us will work on them and I'll forward them to you as soon as possible because the guys are facing challenge. You know, there is no internet, the guys are using the receiver.
Certainly.
And so to easily send these results, they gotta go to a specific place, stay where they can get network and forward in those results that are coming in.
Wow. And we can only tell and project what it is, especially these projections could be looked at from the point that in one territory, it depends the kind of margin that you are winning with there. And if that margin should flow like that, that could be something favorable for that candidate who owns that territory, especially. And
the thing just happened during the time of the senatorial election between Madam Ida Congo White and Jerry.
Okay.
The results from Ganta was very bad for Jerry, but Jerry was not getting 0. He was still getting like what Nya is getting Nya, but the matter of fact, there is no area results you are called that Nya had gotten 0.
Okay.
And that Koga had gotten 0.
Okay.
In the Manon Bell. He always getting something. So that wait and see what's come from the Gio Bell. When the Gio Bell comes in and giving you 0, 0, 0, and the results coming in because of the hard
that be that anybody will get anybody 0 like that. Hey, stop!
It's happening here. Your man Aston go back trouble.
Oh yeah, no, for him to get that 0, but Aston go back level, my man. He will not error his assign error that 0, 0, 0. But you see, then we talk about the 2 leading candidates, and to find them getting a 0 is something that you may not find too much. And for me, we have no stake in these elections. And Prince Johnson, if he's disgraced by his son, and it will be his son, Jeremiah Kun, who's disgracing him. He gave Jeremiah Kun power for Jeremiah Kun to override him. That would be a good story to tell. He'll be able to write that book.
But mind you, we don't need to. The people who are rushing out and supporting Nya, they are not dancing because their expectation of results from this man up there could not even be Nya to even reach 20 votes. They were looking at the 0 because
you are saying something. Are you saying that the folks who support Nyatoye, they are not yet celebrating because they did not expect that Koga would get some votes in their area?
In their area.
Okay.
And so they are estimated, they're looking between the line from what happened in previous last senatorial election, probably especially the one with Senator, where the one with Senator, the vice president participation, what happened to here. And so we got to wait and see that the results come in before people celebrate.
Because no, it's too early to call about time like this, 10 o'clock, time like this, the kind of turnout that we saw for us to now see places like Ganta not being on fire in terms of celebration, places like Senegal not being on fire. You guys are still capturing the reports from your local radio stations. It's proof that everyone is yet uncertain as to what may likely happen. And I think it takes us back to the 2020 senatorial elections, like you said, where it was like Edith Gonglo versus Prince Johnson. Though Prince Johnson was supporting Jeremiah Kmankun, but Jeremiah did not do well in the Mano Belt. It was Edith Gonglo who did all she could. He had to take the Gio Belt to put Jeremiah Kuhn back in contention. Remember? So that's exactly what you are saying, and I can remember that clearly. So we can want to say that we'll wait, and about time like this, if you're not seeing it, especially, but what was the turnout like? The turnout in those areas as compared to the
The turnout in the Geo Belt was more better than the one in Ganta. But remember, Ganta is it's an all crowded area.
Yeah.
So the people were moving in one. We got our reporter from that place. They will go and stand for those places. They will go and stand somewhere and tell us the people are voting, especially the issue of talking, but also practicing this election. I can miss my word. People brought people, and those people that voted and went back to their home came back. And so all these things are something.
You said what? People went voted, they came back to do what?
They came back from where
they came back from where they had gone back to following the 2023 election.
Yeah,
they went back. Okay.
They came back to participate in this election.
Okay. Yeah.
And so you can see now, Kanta, the tribulations, what we saw during either time, at this time, when either were leading, you could see culture too. You could see traditional radios. I don't want to call their name, who are supporting people. They will be playing either give them pressure they want. But when the variable changes, they begin to see code. And so that is why we're saying we cannot say anything until the result comes up.
I like that. Thank you so much so far. We appreciate it. Yeah. We hope to. We'll give you further updates, and especially about tomorrow, time like this, we'll be able to have full strength reports on it, or maybe Freedom Money Rise will give you further updates on what will be unfolding. The Facebook will tell us. Various group chats will be able to tell us. But from all indications, I think one cannot even at this stage call it neck to neck. No, you can't call it like that yet. So in Grand Judea County, I'm hearing one Jeremiah, who's in a better position. In Grand Judea County, you're sorry, we're not picking your call. Let me try to make some calls, getting some of these results in places that we can, and if we can, we just want to get updates so far in some of the areas and run our initial analysis on these, and so we can know where we are getting as a people tonight. So Joseph Solo is here. Solo, what's up? How's everything? You are there in where? Senikole?
Yes, I'm here in Senikole.
Okay, Senikole, great to hear from you. Yeah, it's great to hear from you. What's popping so far? What is it like? We've gone almost 10 o'clock. No jubilation, no celebration, no signs of anybody taking lead or so forth.
From the outset, the folks from the Nyatwai camp were celebrating because results were coming in from the Manor Belt, the so-called Manor Belt. That is the Senikole, the Ganta, and the towns along the road, passing through District 8 and District 7. But the figures that are arriving now from District 4 are very alarming. Yeah, so the home of Gompo El Kagon, Gompo Hillsong Ball, and Ball is located in District number 4.
Yeah.
So there is a town in Ball Wayplay. Yeah, if you tally all the results from Boakai, we have 504 for Samuel Koga, while Nyatwaya has 34.
You mean that?
I'm serious. And these numbers are authenticated. Triangle, the home of Garrison Yellow. Koga has 1,093, while Nya has 50.
So it will say in district number 4, are those the results you call in district number 4?
District number 4.
Okay.
Sally is the home of the current representative Ernest Massier. Koga has 663, while Nya has 89. Bilegle is also in District 4. Koga has 720, while Nya has 130. Lukbele is located in District number 6. Koga has 299, while Nya has 47. And we have Gapley. Gapley is in District number 4. Koga has 681, while Nya has 147. These numbers are authenticated. These numbers were sent to us by trusted sources.
So now we know from the Ganta belt, Nya did significant and he did excellent, and not as compared to what we are hearing. So in the Seneca belt where you are, you know exactly that's the Mano belt. Now let's look at this race. Let's take this race back and then say as a redux of the 2020 election between Jeremiah Kun and that of Edith Gonglo where. At a time like this, the results you've gathered there so far in a Mano belt, where we think Yantoya should be taking substantial lead in whatever it is. Where are we with all of this? And you say initial celebration may have sparked up among young supporters, but now everything has quieted down, and we are not even seeing Koga supporters coming up in celebration yet. But again, what can we now say with the kind of trend that you are talking about? Though we don't have much time to follow this election for you guys. And
yeah, so like I said from the beginning, the team from Nya was celebrating, but with the results that are coming,
no, they were celebrating based on which one of the results from where?
Based on the results from the Mano belt, like I said from the beginning, from the Sadipole, the Ganta, and parts of district number 7.
Okay.
And all of those towns and villages are along the international highway from Ganta straight to Tapeta. So those towns like Flompa, like Saclapier, like Ganta, Sanikole, those places, Nya got sufficient numbers, but matching those numbers against the number we just received from district number 4, Koga is actually in the lead. So as a result, the jubilation has subsided from the camp of Nya. So like in district number 2, in Sanikole, when Koga put in place number 4, Koga has 40, while Nya has 74.
Okay.
But in other towns in district number 4, when Koga is in 1,000 plus, Nya is strolling with 50. Okay. So the margin is really wide. So obviously, that is one of the reasons why the Nya team is no longer jubilating. They are no longer posting, and some of them already started bringing their posts down on the social media, because initially they have said that Nya was in a comfortable lead. But with the results coming out from district number 4, when district number 5 has not started reporting, it's kind of shutting them down.
Wow. So how many districts fall on the Geo belt? How many districts they've got, and how many fall on the Mano belt?
Mano districts are part of district number 3. That is the Yikepa area. District number 2, district number 1, district number 8, and parts of district 9 and district 7. That's the Mano belt. The Geo belt, that's district 6, district 5, district 3, and district 4. Wow.
So we look all the same. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So district 3, the results coming from Campley are very alarming for Nya. Koga is in the lead in parts of district 3, especially the Campley area. District 4, I just read the numbers that came from those, I think 7 towns in district 4. Yeah. Significant number of district 4, especially the Bewley area, have not started reporting. District 5 has not started reporting. District 6, the Pabli area, the Crown Belt, Koga is in the lead. District 9, the B and Doro area have not started reporting.
Okay.
Yeah, so the Yahweh Mesna area that is predominantly Mano has started reporting, but most of the numbers that are reported from the District 9 area, Koga and Nya are neck to neck. Are you there?
This could be something to watch out for. But we can only wait to see what happens, especially to the early morning hours and what happens in the morning hours on tomorrow, to see who's up and who's where. But from all indications, from what you are saying, I think it's an election that is very much tough. Koga made a very late inroads into the election. Now worked harder than Koga. And Koga went there lately and got late endorsements. For him to be getting the kind of votes he got, then the tribal politics could be taking a strong root in Nimba County. There's something to look forward to. But again, on tomorrow evening, what I'm going to show you, on even tomorrow morning, we see to it that you guys can be able to gather all of the results as you can in all of the districts that we can have
Each one of those districts.
Yes. Tonight, I will exert effort to get most of these numbers, especially from both sides. We don't want our report to be one-sided. So we have to gather the reports from district number 5, district number 3, and district number 6. But tomorrow morning we will be ready to give out the numbers.
Thank you so much, Tolo. We appreciate you. Thank you guys so much. Keep safe. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Eddie.
All right. So, folks, that's all the time we have tonight. We couldn't pick your calls and so forth. These calls are more important, and I ask yours. So we think that we can only hold at that and see where we are getting as a people. Thanks so much to all of you for the time. So until we are back here, God willing, on tomorrow evening, at which time we must have given you some understanding about what's unfolding about the election in Nimba County. My name is Brent God Sent Where, and I can only wish you a pleasant night. Bye-bye.